Good morning, viewer. Bienvenidos. It's breaking news. Ahmed Morzun was desperate to hug his mother for the first time in more than 13 years, but when he reached the door of his childhood home, he found her head to the ground, kneeling in prayer. Morzun immediately dropped to his knees too and cried, "Oh God," in gratitude for a reunion he believed might never happen. For a moment, the two remained prostrated before finally embracing and weeping with joy. The poignant moment shared on social media is one of countless homecomings seen across Syria in the wake of its sudden liberation from the Assad dynasty's throne. A trickle of these forced out of the country by the conflict are returning to what remains of the lives they lived before they fled. Syria's 13-year civil war forced 6 million people to become refugees and saw 7 million become internally displaced according to the United Nations. Of those who fled the country, 1 million are expected to return in the first 6 months of 2025, the UN's Refugee Agency said Tuesday, as it appealed for donors to help support their humanitarian needs. Many have launched to return for years, but in the immediate aftermath of a sudden rebel takeover, not all are keen to hurry back to an unstable country with an uncertain future. When the uprising against Assad began in the spring of 2011, Morjan, then an 18-year-old high school student, picked up a camera and started filming the massive demonstrations that rocked his city, Aleppo. He soon became known to government security forces and the city's Firot intelligence unit, which forced him into hiding. He told CNN in an interview this week from Gaziantep, southern Turkey. In 2012, Aleppo was split in two. Free Syrian army rebels wrested control of the eastern portion of the city, while the rest, including Morjan's neighborhood, remained under government control. Morjan, hunted and afraid, said he decided to cross battle lines and flee into opposition territory, leaving his family behind. He threw himself into his work at an activist-run media network when Syrian troops encircled and besieged the enclave, eventually cutting it off from food, water, medicine, and basic supplies. Barrel bombs, crudely made explosive devices packed into oil barrels and dropped from helicopters, pummeled the quarter of a million people trapped in the hellscape. This is the actual story of Syrian people. BNS exclusive report.